What it's doing right now is finding the resonant frequency of Kirk's head, more or less, of his brain. So we're ready to start now.
Now, Emmy Award-winning meteorologist Kirk Clyatt with a forecast.
We're now in a hurricane. We're starting to see a few flakes fall. It is very cold out here. You just got to keep moving. This is not something you want to be out in. Is the fact that this storm is still a couple of hundred miles out to sea and is just a minimal hurricane. But you stand out here on the beach at Ocean City for a few minutes and you quickly realize the power and fury of Mother Nature.
At first, I seemed to be staying out of too much trouble. But then...
I should have waited for the WWF. The winds are well up above tropical storm force. It's now just past 3:30 in the afternoon. In fact, according to my handheld anemometer, we're getting wind gusts getting up close to hurricane force. Look at that. To have hurricane force, you have to have 74 miles an hour. We are now at wind gusts of 66 miles an hour. Well, I was going to say we were lucky to have a little break in the rain as we get in between the spiral rain bands. As you can tell, that break in the rain didn't last. It's now after 5 o'clock. The winds have diminished actually a little bit, but still being pelted with the rain. And the winds now just picked up, not as strong as we showed you before, but now at 44 miles an hour, and we just felt even a stronger gust. I'd hate to be out here in a true hurricane. We do have tropical storm force winds continuing. That means winds over 39 miles an hour, and they should continue throughout the evening. Imagine a hurricane as a pie. You splice it into 4 pieces, and normally the upper right quadrant from, say, 0 to 90 degrees, that's where the strongest winds are of the storm. And even though the storm has passed to the south and now eventually up to the west of us, that's generally been the quadrant that we've been closest to. So we've been getting a lot of the winds. Where does a hurricane get its energy from? From out there, the warm waters of the ocean.
But there it is. There's the eye. The outer rain bands are making their way well onshore. Of course, New Orleans is protected by a levee system, so it's below sea level. That water sloshes over the top from Lake Pontchartrain and the Mississippi River. It could be months of cleanup down along the Gulf.
A change of season brings colder weather. Believe it or not, we're actually closer to the sun now than we were last summer. So why isn't it warmer? Because the Earth is tilted. Water droplets form bigger drops, and it rains. If the cloud gets too big, we get all kinds of things, like hail, lightning, and tornadoes.
Catch WB17's Kirk Clyatt, all the weather before 10:30 on WB17 News at 10.
Hey, can we get some water in here? Any meteorologist can tell you the weather, but now I'm bringing the weather to you. I'm meteorologist Kirk Clyatt, and I'm heading out to schools all over the Delaware Valley with WB17's Weather in the Classroom. To find out how to get me to your school, log on to WB17.com.
So weekend should be good. Out for our 40th time this year for Weather in the Classroom, a classic school built back when Herbert Hoover was president, 1929. Bubbles talking about the atmosphere there. The second graders at James Dobson Elementary School in Manioc in Philadelphia. And of course, they wanted to say hi, Mom, hi, Dad, hi, Scott, hi, Mary. One more Weather in the Classroom for this school year. And those kids, they are ready for some hot weather.
Did they give us a shout out, Scott?
We don't die. Oh, they love you guys. Come on.
Really spectacular, crisp weather. And you know, I wish Santa Claus would bring me a meteorologist to talk about this.
Wait, Tim!
Look at
Your
this.
wish is granted. The first of hopefully
Many
isn't he
Christmas
cute, Mom? Can we
miracles.
keep him? And look at, look at this. No gloves, no hat. Believe me, 48 hours from now, you won't be able to get away with that. I hope you had a chance to make the most of the temperatures that we had today.
Where the holiday lights are shining brightly, Kirk.
They are indeed. You know, I got to get the gloves. That's for sure. You can't be outside 48 hours from now without the gloves. I already missed 69 degrees. Was that just yesterday? But it'll be worth dealing with the cold weather to take a look at the incredible lights on the east and west side, the Market Street sides of City Hall. Here, the way the numbers shape up now, we're still at 41. That's not bad, but the wind is kicking in. It's not the temperature so much, but the wind. And after midnight, we did have about 1/5 of an inch of rain. The storm total from last night, about 1 inch in many locations. Our weather, anything but tropical weather will be the star of 2005. Katrina, Rita, Wilma, all Category 5 storms. Those names will be retired. They're not coming back. 26 named storms, 13 hurricanes, And could Epsilon briefly be the 14th hurricane of the season? Morning sun and then some afternoon clouds to move on into the picture. And then we say goodbye to the 50s. We've got some flurries, and then look at that Sunday, a high of only 38. So be sure to check back tomorrow night and as we head towards the weekend. But it's the holiday season. You expect things to be a little chilly, and it is a great place to be in Center City, Philadelphia. Scott and Mary?
That's right. The lights will keep us warm, right?
That's right. The glow, the inner glow that comes from your family and friends.
Yeah, the warmth of Mary's friendship.
Oh, boy, did you hear that? Did you get your gloves yet, Kirk?
I know. I believe me, next time I'm out here, you'll need them. I'll have them. That's for sure. Big day in weather, of course. Today, the end of hurricane season. Tomorrow is the start of the meteorological winter, and just in time, our temperatures will be heading down. But don't let the cold weather keep you away from coming to City Hall. This is great because every night the lights will change on the Market Street side. It'll look different tomorrow night. It'll look different Friday night.
Last year, I remember you were proud of showing your hands, saying no gloves.
That's right. You're gloveless in Philadelphia 2 years in a row. Can you believe this? Of course, the parade's been going on since 1901. And, you know, if Mother Nature was here, just give her I'd give her a big kiss on the lips for this weather that we've got.
Kirk, who are you sidling up to now?
Well, we've got here the red hat ladies. Now, I understand. You're over 50?
We're over 50.
No.
We just want to have fun. Harvard Township, New Jersey. We rock.
I think you've had more. You're one of the few people who are having more fun than me.
Oh, we're having a ball. Did you see our four-poster bed?
That's right. Wait a minute. Red, how'd you get here?
Well, I'm the bus driver. I brought him up, and I marched up the street with him, and I had a ball.
They've converted the bus driver, the red hat ladies. They are, I can tell Philadelphia's more fun. Back to you. Have fun. Don't keep him in control, would you, on the way back?
Well, that's going to be hard, but I'll try.
Do what you can, all right? I think these folks are having even more fun than I'm. It's getting so hot out here. January 1st, and it's hot. You got to love it, Steve.
More like the summer mummers.
Yeah, the summer mummers. You bet. It certainly is.
Tonight, an ordinary man versus a team of extraordinary athletes. Kirk Clyatt goes head-to-head with a Baltimore Blast and finds out soccer isn't all fun and games. Blasted. Tonight's cover story on Fox 45 News at 10.
Pro soccer, the Baltimore Blast trying to bounce back from a devastating loss of one of their key personnel. Now, in case you missed it, weather dude Kirk Clyatt was working the nets at Blast practice last week when quite a fluke happened. He actually stopped a shot. The result? Hey, you're not going to believe it.
Oh my God, I broke my hand.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to flex it down. God. Oh, Jesus. Did you get it? I felt it drop. But cross our fingers and hope that this thing works. Okay, great.
Well, technically, just a dislocated thumb. It didn't stop him from returning to TV to nail the forecast. Yeah, right. Braving the brutal pain to work the weather clicker.
And, of course, that forecast takes us right into Memorial Day. And with Memorial Day comes the start of summer. It also brings an unwanted visitor from the tropics, hurricanes. In the Atlantic, hurricane season is the 6 months from June 1st until November the 30th.
A new movie suggests that monster storms caused by rapid climate change could soon decimate our cities. I don't think so, but reality can still be scary.
We're getting wind gusts getting up close to hurricane force.
Last year, there were 16 named storms in the Atlantic Basin. Since 1886, only 6 years have had 16 or more storms.
We've had more tropical storms and more hurricanes in the last 9 years than any other consecutive 9-year period on record. We've also had a lot of major hurricanes. We had 32 major hurricanes over the whole basin.
But amazingly, only 3 have struck land.
So if you look at the odds of this happening again, we're about due for some kind of catastrophic event.
That New Jersey coastline actually scares me. You've got all those beautiful homes there. The development's been tremendous the last couple of decades.
And because of all of that expensive property, New Jersey is working hard to protect the shore.
This is part of the Beacon Island Shore Protection Program. Started in Atlantic City, and it continues through the end of Ventnor here. And basically what they're doing is they're putting a dune system in for shore protection and a bigger beach than what we've usually had here.
The peak for hurricane season is September the 10th. That's when the water is at its warmest. Warm water is where hurricanes get their energy from. So it's very difficult early in the season for big storms to form, especially anywhere near the Jersey Shore, because the water is still so cool.
It's not like a winter storm, which takes 3 to 5 days to get up here. A tropical storm can get up here in 12 to 24 hours and wreak